Hi, welcome to the 10 square metre workshop. I've talked before about storing tools in the workshop. Today I want to talk about storing components. Coming up after this. For me, in the workshop, the best way to store components is in drawers. As big a drawer as possible. If you want a screw, what you want to see is a lot of screws, so you can choose. But how do you make all those compartments you will need? Well, if you're a pure woodworker, here's a tip. 3mm ply is actually slightly less than that. And most table saw blades are 3mm. This means if you cut strips halfway through, then if you turn them end for end, they will slot together and form a good joint. You can of course do several at once. Do all the horizontal ones and then all the long ones, and they all fit together. It takes no more than 10 minutes to fill a drawer the size I've just got. I did this for my nuts and bolts drawer. You can of course make each division different size. It's probably the cheapest way you can do this. Note that you can also make the grooves at the sides to take them. If I was making them again, I'd make the drawers at least twice the size. You can do this for everything of course, but for screws I prefer plastic trays. It means you can take them out and take them to wherever you're working, because you never know how many screws you're going to need. With a 3D printer, yes I know it's my favourite topic at the moment, you can print as many as you need in any colour you like, in whatever size you like. Many people make their boxes square, or even worse, nearly square. To me this is a mistake. I use a size that's 80mm by 55mm by 52 is my basic module. But I can take no credit from this. It's the size Screwfix use for the screws in their trays. This meant I already had a lot of trays at this size. But I also make them in half the size and double the size. And of course other shapes, provided it sticks to the same module size. Note that I print a label holder on one side. This is not only just to hold the screw sizes, but it gives you something to get hold of to pull them out. I tried to make all my storage to this module size. These are half-height trays. Using a standard size means if you reorganise, they're more likely to fit. I've published all the files for these boxes on Thingiverse, where you can download them for free. Saves you the trouble. But I'm not purist about this. It's fine for drawers for nuts and bolts, screws, nails, but there's a large number of other things that you need to store, and you can't have drawers for everything. At least I can't, I haven't the room. So then boxes, sadly, are okay. But do make sure the boxes are clearly labelled and organised so you can find the things. You see a lot of people using slides and guides to stack them horizontally. But if you stack them vertically like this, they're easy to access. Of course, it's perfectly possible to have guides for vertically stacked boxes too. For things I don't use very often, like split pins and things like that, then I have a rack that holds small boxes of components. In other words, storage type depends on how often you're likely to use it. Once a year doesn't really matter. If you're going to use them almost every day, then you want quick and easy access. This, of course, I stress, is for components in the workshop. For site use, it's a different matter entirely. And then boxes that lock together are fine. That's all for this time. See you next time.